Well, joining me now via Skype is Bishop Walker Nickless of Sioux City, Iowa. Bishop Nickless has been a strong voice in the Catholic Church in opposition to this mandate. He has joined together with an overwhelming majority of Catholic bishops to oppose the mandate, emphasizing that if the rule is not changed, and I quote, "we Catholics will be compelled either to violate our conscience or to drop health care coverage for our employees and suffer the penalties for doing so," end quote. Bishop Nickless, thank you so much for joining us tonight for this special webcast.
You're very welcome, and thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Bishop, let me start by just asking you the question. There has been strong unity with Catholic bishops across this nation. Is this unprecedented in your opinion?
You know, I've only been a bishop for 6 years, but of course a Catholic my whole life, and I've never ever remember anything this dramatic and this unifying for the bishops of the United States. This issue, as you've talked about, is so important to us and to every Christian denomination, every religious denomination. And the bishops, I'm very proud of our efforts to immediately jump on this. And even before the mandate we were told that it was not going to be changed, we were trying as hard as we could to get people to express their views and to say, this has to change. We've got to let some exceptions to this happen. And so I'm very proud of what the bishops are doing and proud of all the people who are joining us.
Bishop Nickless, you mentioned that you've seen unity among the Catholic bishops. I have to say that I've seen unity among Protestants who are standing with the Catholic leadership on this issue because they see it for what it is. As you've pointed out, it is a religious liberty issue. What we may be seeing happening, I was talking actually to Chuck Colson about this morning, that this could be unifying the church, which could have spiritual implications for the nation far beyond the health care issue.
Absolutely. You know, we continue to look for ways that we can come together. The church has a message to say to the world and to the United States. And if we can speak with one voice, that's going to make a huge difference. You know, the scandal of Christianity is that there are so many differences and so many things that seem to pull us apart. And we have to continue to center on the things that bring us together. And religious liberty, freedom of conscience, those are things that no one wants to have anyone mess with.
Bishop, I have a message that you released on this mandate. I want to ask you a couple questions from it. You, in this message, you said the devil wants to silence the church's voice. Is this mandate a part of that, of just saying, look, if you compromise on this, we know we can get you on something bigger down the road?
I think you're exactly right. You know, the power of evil is going to try any way that it can to get a hook into our world and the values that we hold as so dear and so important as believing people. And the power of evil, the devil, can certainly looking everywhere to find places where they can, the power of evil can make a difference, to tear us apart, to get us to look at just the worldly values and forget about, you know, that there's something more important than just the values of the world.
Further from your message, you said, quote, and I'm quoting, "What the church preaches, our enemy tries to corrupt and turn against us. He has seduced too many of us away from Scripture with relativism, from loyalty with egoism, from marriage with contraception, from love of neighbor with abortion. The mark of his handiwork, ruinous love of self, is everywhere about us." Explain that more.
I think, again, relativism is something that has just overtaken so many people in trying to set some moral values in their lives. If it's okay for me, that's all that matters. There's not an absolute moral principles that we follow anymore. Everybody makes their own morality. And we know as believing people that God is the one who gives us our morality. And people who believe that, you know, cohabitation before marriage, you know, use of artificial birth control, use of the opportunity for sterilization and for abortion, people who believe that have talked themselves into believing it's perfectly okay because it's okay for me, therefore it must be okay for everybody else, and I'm not going to interfere with them. And that's the most dangerous place that we can be. So we as a church and as a group of believers have to speak with one voice. There are moral values. There is an absolute good and there is absolute evil. And we have to be prepared to defend the good.
But Bishop, for the church, this kind of takes it a step further. Well, relativism, moral relativism may say what's true for me may not be true for you. But actually what is happening from this mandate is what the government says is true is going to be forced upon you whether you disagree with it. So it's not a two-way street.
Exactly, and that's why we've got to stand up and violently oppose this. We cannot let darkness overshadow us. We've got to be men and women who proclaim the light. And we've got to tell the truth, and we've got to be transparent, and we've got to say that the government cannot do this to us. We live in America. You know, we're founded on these principles of freedom and freedom of religion. Freedom of religion is so basic to what we're about as a country. It's what others have said. And so this is something that is unprecedented as far as we know, that the government would tell us what we can believe and what we have to do.
Bishop Walker Nickless, thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to join us, and I want to thank you for your leadership as well as Catholic bishops all across this country that are standing together with their Protestant brothers and sisters and saying no to the federal government.
Exactly, and thank you. It's nice to have you with us, and we're glad that you're a part of everything that is going well to overturn this.
All right, thank you so much, Bishop.
You're welcome.